Okay, hello and welcome to episode 9 of Custom Modded Survival. It's crazy that we're already at episode 9. So, for this episode, what we're going to be doing is we are going to not only be making a smeltery and also making some botany pots for this side and the alternate side, but we're going to be also setting up our nether portal thing. So, I think that if we can, I want to put it right here. Okay, only place deep underground. So we gotta go pretty far down, I guess. And oh yeah, I should probably introduce what this actually is. So this is my own personal custom modded survival series. And essentially this is just a custom mod pack that I made that I really enjoy playing. I really like the way that it's made and the way that I've set it all up. And I'm really looking forward to getting to continue to spend most of my time playing Minecraft on this mod pack because honestly, I got kind of bored of playing a ton of questing mod packs and going through all those. I will still be doing those sometimes, but for the most part, I'm going to be doing mostly just this because this is my real passion. This is what I enjoy the most, and this is what I really want to do. So, essentially, in this episode, what we're going to be doing is first we got to dig apparently deep underground, which I don't know how deep it actually wants me to go. So I guess we'll just go down to the bottom. Is this deep enough? Is the real question. Because that's bedrock. We've got flat bedrock turned on, so we don't have to worry too much about that, as well as we have fire resistance and everything else from a couple of abilities. Of course, the random music is turning on. I don't know why this keeps happening, but I'm trying to figure it out and trying to fix it so that it doesn't interrupt and interfere with the music that I usually play during these videos, but hopefully this is low enough down that we are able to actually put this guy down. So dimensional plasma, perfect, our dimensional plasma is down. So we're going to mark this as portal entrance. Of course, I'm having a hard time spelling with one hand, but it's fine. So we got our portal entrance, and we're going to just hop right in and wait for us to be transported into the nether. And from here, what we're going to be doing is, this is where we are transported. So we're going to put our return beacon right here. So this is the reclaimer. And once you surround it with gold, it then turns into a beacon. So now we're going to also mark this entrance, and that is going to be that. As well as we're going to return, because I still need to go and actually get myself a home set, because the only one of the FTB server commands that I'm going to let myself use is actually /home. And the reason for that is because I personally think that /home is the most fair out of all of the different like slash commands, like /home, like warps. And we're gonna allow ourselves a total of 3 warps total. So I don't want to set the portal entrance as a warp because for the most part I don't think it's completely necessary. And the reason why I'm mining our way back up to the surface is because I want a little bit more of a couple different materials that we can only find down here. Most of it's going to be iron and a couple other ores, but of course we're also going to get a couple different things. So salt is going to be useful, so is the stuff from Tinker's Alloying Edition, because that mod, Tinker's Alloying add-on, that mod itself adds so many different alloys that we will need to actually be utilizing. So we're going to make sure that we get enough of particular types of ores so that we can actually alloy stuff together to make even better materials, because there's no all-the-modium mod in this particular pack. I was contemplating adding it, but then I decided against it just purely by the fact that I think it's a little bit stronger than really is good, And I do know that Big Bertha and some other stuff is in here, and I want to actually be able to use those, because I want this to be like a pseudo Crazy Craft for 2025. Just because I really enjoy Crazy Craft. I really think that it's kind of some annoying little pieces of BS that Crazy Craft is not actually in its full state with all of the bosses and everything, and so I'm actually working on my own mods to add back some of the bosses. It is taking some time because I don't actually have a ton of skills when it comes to mod creation, so I am working on that. But if you want to see most of that, then I would highly recommend leaving a like on this video and telling me in the comments what mods and other things you think I should add, as well as if you want to see and play this project for yourself, because as of right now, this is a private mod pack that I've just made and use, and it doesn't have a ton of optimizations, but if I can get some support going, then I should be able to... Ooh, we got Vibranium. But if I can get some support going, then I should be able to actually make a team for this and get it some actual good development direction, which will be very helpful, and I think that you guys would love that. And I need at least some conveying of support, because otherwise there's no way I can fund this myself. And I can do crowdfunding if enough people really want it. The issue is figuring out if people want it, because again, I'm literally just an engineering student. I don't know a ton about coding. I'm not a coding engineer. I'm literally a completely different kind of engineer. And so by completely different kind of engineer, I mean more so like my particular facet of engineering is energy engineering. So it's my passion. But again, I also think that we need to actually have some kind of direction with this, and I really want to be able to go through and make this a public thing, because I do think that a lot of people would enjoy it, and I really hope that you guys will and are willing to support me on this, because I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude who likes playing games and sharing it with other people and trying to spread a positive message. So if you guys do want that, please do support me. We do need a little bit extra clay. I think I have... Okay, I got rid of the emeralds, so my, of course, stuff is about to break, but we should still be able to get up. Or I don't actually know if I have a home set anywhere first, which I probably should have done, but I don't think I did, because I think I was just saying like, we'll be able to do it. It'll be fine. But I don't think that I was right, actually. I think I probably should have, you know, probably shouldn't have just run down here. Maybe we can slash home. Do I have a home? I do have a home. It's back at home. I probably should have... I keep forgetting that I have these commands and everything added, because this is my own mod pack and usually I don't have them. But for content's sake, it does seem a little better. So we're going to slash set home and just have home be set right here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to deposit all of this stuff into our resource chest, and then what we're going to be doing is I need some emeralds, because I'm going to need to repair my current pickaxe. I'm going to keep a little bit of emeralds in my inventory, because emeralds, as of right now, are one of the better resources. We can level some stuff up. I want to get crafting specialization unlocked first, though, which is at level 30, so we got to wait for that. I have one more level in combat, so we're going to finish off this side of this combat skill tree, which is almost a quarter of the way completed. We need to get those two, maybe that one completed before we get that, but that's already pretty crazy. So we also have 6 points in mining, which I'm going to branch into 0.1 fortune, 0.1 fortune, and then work my way to even more fortune over here. So what do we need to do to actually get all of the stuff that we need for this episode? Most of it is going to be going over here, actually. So let's turn ourselves over here, and let's actually just run over. There's something on the ground here. Was that it? Or did I see something else? Okay, it's just this, which looks to be a little... I actually need cracked stone bricks for a particular different thing, which is actually the explorer's compass, and I think I only need 4. Because I need a nature's compass and explorer's compass. Yep, I need 4 cracked stone bricks. So we've got that. I need 4 saplings, which are going to be an alternative and different thing. So hellbark, seeds. So I need the seeds with water to get the saplings, which is how that works. Or I can grow trees that are not these particular trees, which I don't necessarily know if I want to do that. Okay, so there's figs as well. I do think I'm gonna cut down this fig tree because it will drop the figs, and I want to be able to grow another fig tree, which we need figs for. Because figs will actually turn into fig saplings using any sapling, which is great. The only issue... Okay, Croptopia, I just need figs, and that gives us a Croptopia one. Okay, perfect. So we've got the figs that we need, which is perfect. I thought I may have ruined something, but... What is this? What? This is a portal ring heart holder. So, open library stronghold chest. Okay. So, we got ourselves a interesting looking Wesley's roguelike dungeon. So, that is a mod that adds extra roguelike dungeons, which adds an insane amount of content, which is quite cool. So, we actually need a bunch of different things for this, I think. And so, we've got the portal ring heart holder, portal ring orb holder. So we need a bunch of different stuff to actually be able to make this as we want to. We also got the candlesticks and stuff, but we need all of the different portal ring orbs. So orb, we need orb of the deep, or orb of corruption, and we need a heart, which is either the Ender Heart, Heart of the Deceiver, or the Heart of Fire, which, if only I knew what actually gave those things, it'd be cool, but I don't. But what I do know is that we need to come over here, and I need sand. So, we're going to kind of yoink. So that's 1 stack, 2 stacks, 3 stacks. I'm gonna grab 4 stacks of sand. That should be enough sand for now. I know I'm gonna definitely need more clay. I need more gravel as well, which means I need to find an ocean, which hopefully shouldn't be too difficult for us to find. I am gonna raid this tower, and I'm also going to harvest all of these bones for bone meal, because growing crops is going to take a substantial amount of time. And I say that knowing full well that certain things can be exploited, but for agricraft and crop mutations, it is going to take a significant amount of time. Also, I want to grab all of these different tomes, because the affix tomes, coupled with everything else, are going to be quite helpful in the future when it comes to making some very good gear. Except for making... Okay, shoot. Well, this is about to explode, so we're gonna need to... You know, I should have remembered that those chests are trapped like 90% of the time, so, you know, that was a smart play. We got Luck of the Sea, though, and Tombstone Soulbound, which is quite amazing. Pretty dope books ourselves. And we can chuck those guys out. I'm going to raid this tower, so we should probably grab some dirt. There we go. Of course, we're also going to get some random veggies and seeds. Most of this stuff, we're only going to keep the stuff we can actually eat. And most of that stuff is actually from these guys, so... Carrot seeds, wheat seeds. You've already eaten a cucumber, already eaten that. So I only need the things that I have not eaten yet, which, unfortunately, is not a lot of stuff. But it's not too bad, because we also got parsnip. Yeah, the reason why we're eating one of everything is... Wait, there's a... We gotta go fast. We gotta go fast. So there's a lightning dragon fighting a cyclops over here. And the reason why we're gonna actually take down the dragon first is due to the fact that dragons drop us dragon stuff. And this is my favorite color of dragon. Now, what I should also be doing is I should be getting a mob cage set up with dragon stuff. The issue is I don't have netherite yet, which means I can't yet, unfortunately. I will be doing that hopefully soon, but I can't do it yet, which is kind of lame. Regardless, got that. How come he won't let me hit him? Okay, he won't let me hit him, so what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna level up our crafting specialization, which costs 30 levels, which is absurd. Because we want Green Thumb to grow stuff really quick, and I also want to get cooking speed and also harvest proficiency, because pretty dope. But now, what we need to be doing, and what I probably should be doing, is I can plop on saturation for... Okay, we can't actually plop on saturation for now, because we don't have enough XP. Regardless, I don't really need to be taking care of a ton of stuff, other than this Ent over here, which will give us pretty much nothing, except for actually nothing. And the reason why the Ents give us nothing, I still haven't figured it out. I'm working on it, because we had the same issue in the Crazy Craft that we played before, was that stuff just didn't want us to actually be able to claim it, which was really lame, to be honest. I also just got some saplings, so we don't need to worry about saplings anymore for that, which is just beautiful. You'll love to see it. Because saplings, honestly, we need base saplings, so getting a bunch of saplings from this is probably a great idea. But the whole reason why everything is restricted to a certain extent is kind of lame. And it is just because apparently you don't actually get kill credit for killing them when you kill them. Because that falling animation can only happen if they're alive. So the moment that you deal damage to get them to 0 HP, they keel over, and the world gets the credit because they don't have any drops. And so there's no reason to actually give credit to the player, which is very interesting to me. But I'm trying to get it fixed because it's very strange. I may have to make it a discovery quest instead of an actual, like, beating it quest, because again, that's just how it works, which is kind of lame and annoying. But regardless, it's fine. We're fine. And now what we're gonna do is we are going to casually continue our journey. So there looks like there was additionally another tower here for Towers of the Wild, which is the Waystone Tower thing mod that we have added. We got another compass, which is great because I needed more compasses. Don't need maps, don't need a base magnet. We already have the best magnet that we can get. And also, this is where the lightning dragon came from. So we can raid this for free, get some free copper, get some amethysts. We hit Centennial, which means we opened 100 chests so far. Oh, it was a different dragon. No, those guys are actually these guys from Thermal, so it actually has nothing to do with the dragons. It just has to do with dudes from Thermal. Okay, that's fine. These guys are blizzes? Blitzes. Blizzes. Is a blizz. Is a blizz. Is a blizz. Dude's blizzing. Okay. This guy, however, is actually dangerous to us. Because this guy actually does substantial damage to us, and he's breaking our armor. Yeah, we're gonna die. Yep. And that is pretty lame. So, potentially, I don't actually remember which key it is for Knowledge of Death, I'm gonna be honest. But what we can do, thankfully, is we should be able to, if I hold you, teleport, and now we're back here. Of course, I do have to reorganize some stuff, but that's fine. It's not a big deal. We got extra knowledge of death. The sun's starting to come up, thankfully, which is great, and I can come over here. I don't think we need any of the crops, but I am going to sleep. And then I should access the GUI to increase the level of one of my perks. Because I want to increase Jailer, so we have an 80% chance to get an enchanted key. Now we have a 100% chance to get an enchanted key when we die. So we can immediately teleport back, because I'm not allowing myself to use the /back command to return to the point where I have died, because in my opinion, I do think that that is a little bit too strong. So what we're going to do, though, is we're going to make sure to grab the Inferium Essence, because we need it, because in this version of Minecraft, Inferium Seeds, and we can look this up, Inferium Seeds are Agricraft compatible, which is incredible, because it means that we can go insane with it. And so I'm very happy about that. Alternatively, we should probably raid this tower already, and raiding the tower is probably going to be the last thing we're going to do for this particular episode, just due to the fact that, you know, we're already at 20 minutes. I don't really want to push this too long. But again, if you're watching to the end of these episodes, please do leave a comment saying your favorite part or what you want to see me do next. Because again, every comment helps push this in the algorithm, which means that more people will get to see this, which means more people will probably get to play this mod pack if I ever end up posting it, because I've got enough people actually telling me they want to play it. So if you want to play it yourself, leave a comment. If you think someone you know might want to play it, tell them about it. And for now, GG's, peace, have a great day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!